Okay, so the Kirby Nintendo Switch 2 edition is coming out in 2 days as of recording this. Don't know when I'm going to upload it, it might be tomorrow. But I kind of just want to put my hopes and my thoughts onto the Kirby Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Now, to set the stage, I love Forgotten Land. It is probably my favorite Kirby game I have, like, ever played. I love it so much. Just, it's such a breath of fresh air compared to the rest of the series, and I'm excited to see the future. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. So, one of the main things that I want is just for the game to look and run better. We are getting that. It's gonna look, it's gonna run better, it's gonna do all of the in between, which is good. Thank you. I hope. So, the game used to run at 30 FPS. It's now running at a nice, comfortable 60 FPS, which is good. I hope, which I haven't really dived too much into the trailers as I haven't really been paying attention that much. I hope the background enemies keep to 60 FPS so it doesn't look. Because one of the main problems of Forgotten Land was that, well, Forgotten Land, the enemies in the background, like if you're looking far away, they would run at a lower frame rate, and a lot of Switch games do that, which I kind of wish why. You kind of hope that these do iron out, and you can make the background, even if they're running at like 40, 45, little less, it still would be leagues better than, I think it was running at like 15 FPS, which is really noticeable. But yeah, it's gonna make the game look smoother. It's gonna make it run better, look better. Um, I hope the DLC is long, but not too long. I hope it's like a 2 to 3 hour adventure where you just go through all the levels. Obviously, I'm going to 100% it because I did it with Forgotten Land. I'm even gonna do the stupid little collectibles. I did that. That sure was something. But just from the way the game looks and from the way everything seems, heavily excited. Now, I don't know how many levels it's gonna be. From what I've seen, though, it seems like it's a lot of the main levels, and they're doing the best possible thing where they're not giving us new levels; they're giving us more remixed levels, which I'm fine with that. It just means more game. Now, what I'm more confused on is, do you play it after, or do you play it beforehand? Like that, I'm a bit confused on. This is a game that I'm going to play through the new content and then like later just play through it all again with the new frame rates. Just because I love this game so much. keep I keep mentioning that this is such a good game. I hope the ending is crazy. It's a really crazy and impactful, and not even impactful, just a crazy ending. Something that, like, I don't expect, and that I want to be surprised. I Forgotten Land's ending is so good. I'm not gonna spoil it because there might be new people. I don't know who's gonna watch this, but there might be new people. But it's such a good ending. Oh my god, I love it. So another thing, I hope they keep the challenge of the tournament. The tournament was relatively challenging, but relatively. Now I want to know: is it going to be more difficult, or is it just going to be remixed levels? I don't expect it to be difficult. Obviously, I don't. Hot take it. I don't expect it's a Kirby game, but I do kind of hopes that it's going to be a, like, maybe a little bit more challenging than the base game, kind of on the same vein as um the post game of Forgotten Land was, besides the, you know, the tournaments, which I hope the tournament is crazy, because the last tournament was really crazy. Really, really hoping it's crazy, you know. um, I hope that, trying to think of what else. Really, that's all the talking points. I hope it's a good game. Um, and I hope it's worth the $20. I mean, the up frame rates for, to me, were worth the $20. I just love this game. But I do hope that it actually makes the $20 worth it. Like, if we get, like, 25 to 30 new levels, and, not even, like, maybe 15 to 20, around the 15 through 30 range of levels, plus the new final boss, and, you know, maybe they're having new surprises, like, maybe we're gonna get upgrades to the power-ups. I doubt it. Like, now I'm just, like, hyper fanficting, but I don't want them to do too much, because I think, all the good ideas, save for the sequel. We can talk about, like, what, I don't know, like I said, I don't expect it to be too crazy. I keep reiterating the point, but I don't expect it to be too crazy. Just excited to see it, and I hope it's going to be a really good game. That I hope, even though it's going to be $80 for new people, I still recommend it. It's such a passion. It's such a good game. The passion is there. The quality is there. So I'm just gonna, the last section of this video, I'm just going to explain my thoughts on Switch 2 editions, as I haven't posted my thoughts. I'm more 50-50 on them. Like I said, we haven't even seen this yet, so maybe I'll make a follow-up afterwards, because I do think Switch 2 editions are good, but they haven't been utilized well yet. Like, the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 editions are heavily underrated. They're really good, and they make, I'm not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild, but they make that enjoyment get better, and then they make Tears of the Kingdom, which was my second favorite Zelda game, and they make it my favorite Zelda game because of the new features that adds in the Switch 2 edition. With Jamboree, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like that it basically divides the game, and I do know that the Mario Party is updated, and you just play an updated version of Mario Party. But why wasn't that just in the base game? Which it seems to be what this is doing, where it's going to give you the basic features, that just better resolution, better frame rates, which that's all we really need for the base game. And then it adds on to content, which I thought that's what Jamboree TV was going to do, but it didn't do that, and that's heavily annoying. Like, I don't know, Jamboree TV is not worth it. Legend ZA, I believe it's just an upgrade path, which, okay, yeah, I guess since it's a new game you can profit off of it, but they're not going to go as hard as even Metroid Prime 4, which in my opinion I think is worth it, because of the different options. You want to play 4K 60, which that will probably be what I play, because I don't have a 120p display to display it. But yeah, 4K 60, which I think that's fine. But like, what are other Switch 2 editions? Like, I don't want all of the my hope is for all of the library to get, at the very least, a patch, as I think a lot of these games need to can strive on this console and make it so much better. But I hope we choose games that actually need a Switch 2 edition. And then, like, the other ones, like, great games. Giving it extra content is good, but so far, besides really Kirby, it's kind of been minimal. Like, it's just spitballing. I think a game that could really benefit is... A game that could really benefit from a Switch 2 edition would probably be... trying to think off the top of my head. Age of Calamity, I think... It most likely would get a patch, but I think a patch would suffice. I think... Like I said, I kind of... I don't even know. I don't even know what, on the top of my head. God damn. A lot of... Sweet, that's what I mean, because it's like, I could say, like, these underrated games, but, like, I'd rather them get a patch. If anything, like, they're good games, just get a patch. Like, I know, most likely we are getting Pikmin 4, which was what I was going to say, but I'm like, it's pretty obvious we're going to get that. Mario Wonder is another one that it seems relatively obvious we are going to get a Switch 2 edition of. I wouldn't even be surprised if we got a Switch 2 edition of 3D All-Stars and just put, like, an additional game on there. And bam, $20, reinstate, enter that. People will buy it. I'd be one of the people. And, yeah, I would say... And then any, like, future cross-platform game, I think would totally be, would totally have a Switch 1 to Switch 2 edition. Because, like, obviously, like, oh, what are the games I would like? Like, I would like the Thousand Year Door to get a Switch 2 upgrade. But, like, I wouldn't really think that would be an upgrade path. I'd rather just have a patch. Because, like, Switch 2 edition seems to be filling out the schedule of also, in case there's like a dry point. But I feel like an update can just suffice that too. Just suffice that, just saying like, hey, this update's coming out later this week, go buy it. Which we've seen it happen, Splatoon has, and there are plenty of games that, the Xenoblade trilogy, that I think really deserve an upgrade. And then I just replay. And that's honestly all that matters. Doesn't matter what you want, matters what I want now. Because if we follow that. But yeah, sorry for the little ramble about the Switch 2 editions. I think that's a good spot to end it, though. What are your thoughts on Kirby in the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 edition? Do you hope it's going to be a good game? Have you played it? Yeah? Is it good? I will be making a follow-up video on my general thoughts after I beat the game, or I might record my first go of it. I haven't decided which one I want to do yet. So, until then, I'll catch you later. Also, just want to mention, thank you for Jackson, my dear friend, for coming up with this idea. Even though it seems basic, I wasn't thinking of doing this. Till next time, bye.